Boys, welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be showing you all of my stats, my stash, and all of the things before season wipe. Before we get into it, I'm doing a 48-hour stream on the release of season 3, so make sure to come over to my Twitch and follow so you can watch all the action go down live. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. So I'm basically going to show you guys everything that I've completed. So basically, if we go to the Korolev faction, I have done every quest in the books. As you see, I've literally finished everything, including the Storm Divers quests. These quests, again, they weren't too hard, weren't too crazy. I'm level 20 in the faction, so I finished everything. I have all the guns unlocked. Again, this season was ridiculously long, so as you know, we had a plethora of time to complete it all. Luckily, we got it all done. Now, if we go to ICA, as you see, we've completed all our jobs as well. We completed all our missions are done. We even did the Storm Divers mission, which was a fun little mission for the event, and we are level 20 in the faction, so we finished that as well. ICA completely done. Korolev completely done. And now, if we go over here to Osiris, you'll see that I've also completed every single mission for Osiris. Osiris has so many quest lines, but we did everything, including the Storm Divers missions, and we also reached level 20 in this faction. As you see up here, we reached level 20 in that faction. So for all our factions, we have completed absolutely everything available to us. Now we're going to go over to our players quarters and kind of show you around, show you what we did there, because a lot of people didn't even bother with the players quarters, but I'm like, I have so much time, I might as well do it all. So basically, I have completed everything. I maxed it out to level 10, and as you see for the generators, we're 86 out of 86, inventory 20 out of 20, and construction booster 12 out of 12. This took a while. This probably took the longest because there's a lot of stuff. There's 5 out of 5s, 5 out of 5s, 5 out of 5s, 5 out of 5s. It's a lot of stuff to do, but basically I want to show you what happens when you max everything out, which is, I think, pretty cool. So if we go to generators, as you see, maxed out Aurum generator gives you 1.25 Aurum per hour, which is honestly pretty cool. It's a pretty good system. This is literally real world currency, so you can't really complain about not getting a lot or getting too much. I mean, it's literally free money. And as you guys see, I mean, I farmed at least 1,000 to 2,000 Aurum off this thing, at least minimum. And for the K marks, I earn 4,300 K marks per hour. So basically, I get a free kit every couple hours, which is pretty cool. And I can just leave it in here. And if I collect this whole thing, I get 187,000 K marks, which is freaking awesome, dude. I have the supply crate level 8 as well. We can claim it right now, just collect it, see what we get, just for the max supply crate. And it was honestly pretty doo-doo. I usually get at least blue gear, but this is honestly pretty bad. You get a good amount of grenades from these supply crates. That's really one of the reasons I did the supply crate, was just for the grenades, because you usually get at least green grenades or blue grenades, and grenades, if you know, are very sought after. So it's pretty cool to get. Again, supply crate isn't crazy, but you have a chance to get all of these items. So again, it's pretty cool. But my player quarters, that's really it for it. It's completely maxed out, completely finished my players quarters. But now we're going to go over my stats real quick and kind of show you around those, because my stats are super special. I can move my face cam right here just to show you, boys. Basically, now I'm completely out of the way, but these are my stats for season 2. I'm about to hit 4,000 kills in this season. So if you want to watch me hit 4,000 kills, I'm going to do that on Tuesday, which is, I think, tomorrow on this day of uploading. So we'll get this done tomorrow. We have done so much. We had 3,800 drops this season, an absurd amount. And if we compare all these stats to season 1, I literally have gotten so much better this season just based off the kills. Look, I have a 3 KD this season, right? I have a 3 KD, basically like a 3.2, a 3.3, but in season 1, I had like a 1.4 KD. So you can improve very drastically. You just have to keep going. As you see, season 1, I only had 47 mil loot for matches. I only had 1,300 kills, but now in season 2, I had 257 mil loot from matches, and I had close to 4,000 kills. I will reach 4,000 kills tomorrow on stream, but basically these are my stats. They're not too bad. I haven't really had anything crazy. My craziest thing is probably my highest in any match, where I dropped 28 kills in a single match. That was absolutely crazy. I have a video on it if you haven't seen it. But basically, these are my stats. I'll show you my lifetime stats as well if you want to see those. But again, they're pretty cool. Nothing too crazy, but I think my season 2 stats are pretty good for what they are. Now, what everyone actually wants to see is my stash. This is my stash, and by the way, I'm giving it all away tomorrow on Tuesday, the day before the wipe. I'm giving everything away. I have 13 million K marks, and I'm gonna spend everything and give everything away to you guys, because I want to give as much to you guys as possible. On the last day, I don't want it to all just leave and wipe. I want people to have it, to try out guns they don't have on the last day and have some fun with it. So make sure you tune into the stream tomorrow and get as much gear as you can. So basically, we'll go over my stash one by one. In the bags department, I don't have too many because I use a lot of good bags. When I get a good bag, I usually run it. So I really don't have any like crazy bag storage here. I have some key cards. Do I know why? No, usually for videos, but again, that's on a different note, but it's okay. This utility bracket isn't too crazy. Now for the weapons, I think I have a very good amount of weapons. I have about 2 rows of legendary weapons. I have 2 karmas, about 7 comrades, 4 Zeus beams. Again, I'm giving this all the way tomorrow, but it's a pretty good amount of weapons. If we go to basilisks, we have about 3 rows of those. And then if we go to arbiters, about 4 rows of arbiters. I really don't like the core. I was was using it for one day and I just bought a couple, but I literally never pick up cores in raid because they're just not for me, especially when I like using the brute so much with the Arby or the Bassie. The core next season will probably be a fun time, but again, this season I didn't really like it. But if we go to brutes, we also have a lot of rows. That's about 5-6 rows of brutes, and all these brutes are fairly good. Like that one's missing a stock, this one's meta, that one's pretty shit, this one's pretty shit. Again, you know, it's a mix of everything. You know, we get a mix. We don't care what they are. We just use them. And we have just a couple of blast weapons that I was using for videos and stuff like that. But again, it's not a bad weapon stash. It's really not. I have a decent amount of weapons. Again, it's nothing crazy, nothing like out of your mind insane. But again, I'm giving this all the way tomorrow. So if you want some of these guns, come on by tomorrow. For the armor is actually not that bad at all. I have a very good amount of armor. I have a lot of rows of exo, a lot of rows of purple, almost 2 rows of legendary, another 3 rows of exotic helmets, a couple more rows of purple helmets. And all these forges aren't even bad. Like my legendary is a good set. It's a 16-13 set, and the other one's a 15-12 set. So it's actually pretty good. For my legendary helmets, I have an 8-10 set. I have a 5-16. I have a 15 with 30 explosion damage. Like they're actually pretty good sets. But overall, I literally collected this loot. I mean, I've been down bad sometimes in the season, pretty bad. But again, we're just trying to use our loot, trying to spend it as much as possible. But we have a very good amount of armor on our stash, and it's honestly not too bad. So again, if you want a little taste of the armor, I'm going to give it all away. My stash is literally going to be at 0 tomorrow. I promise you. I also sold everything else, so all I have left is scripts. I don't have anything in tools. I have a couple attachments because I sold basically all of them, and basically that's my stash. I have a good amount of stuff, and I will never be able to use this stuff in 1 or 2 days. I just won't. It's physically impossible for me. But if you want a taste of my stash, make sure to come over tomorrow to my Twitch stream. I'll be giving it all away to you boys, and basically this is my stash. These are my stats, and this is how I look at the end of season 2. I'm excited for the next season. I'm excited to end this season with a bang. And also, my exclusive day for drops is going to be April 6th. So on April 6th, make sure to come over to my channel. I'll be having drops live that entire day on April 6th. So I'll see you there, boys. And also, don't forget 48-hour stream starting on day 1 of season 3. And I have my exclusive drops day on April 6th. So make sure to come on by, and I'll see you next one. Peace.